Guys, welcome back to Bloodbath Racing. As you guys saw, we did some racing yesterday down at Orangeburg. Had a good time. Had a turbo failure, unfortunately, after second round. I know I didn't get to interact much because I was just so busy racing, but my wife got some racing footage for you guys at least. But we're back at Darlington today for a private test we had already scheduled previously. Well, my turbo blew up, as you guys know, so we didn't know what we were going to do, but man, all I can say is don't ever question the loyalty and the dedication of my team. What's better than one backup turbo? Two backup turbos. That's right. I called some buddies this morning, and we went to Florence and got a room last night. Called some buddies this morning and said, hey, my turbo blew up. What are we going to do? Two guys come through with backup turbos, so I got a backup from my backup today, two loaners. So we still going to get some testing in, see if we can at least get some good front half numbers on the car. And we'll post some footage for you guys, and hopefully I'll have some time to interact, and maybe we'll have a good day here. So you guys follow along. I appreciate y'all's support. Bloodbath merchandise, link below. Hit the like and subscribe button. Appreciate it. I just wanted to put a little insert in here. My wife just got done editing this video. And it's 2:40 in the morning. We're on the way home from Darlington. 3 days of racing. Absolutely incredible weekend. Even though we tore up a bunch of stuff, I don't even care. When you have this kind of, you make this kind of ground, it doesn't even matter. I mean, the only thing missing is this weekend was my daughter Pam and her husband and my grandson. They couldn't make it this weekend, and all my fans, at the private test today. But man, what an incredible weekend. This is an absolutely epic video. Like, this is Bloodbath Racing at its finest. Show up at a private test with a broken race car and some borrowed parts, and absolutely ran the fastest we have ever been, for sure, to the middle. And didn't put it all together because we broke the torque converter, but man, this video is incredible. It's got trash talking, racing action, broken parts, technical info, chassis tuning, 1060 foots, everything you could need to learn about what it's really like at a private test and how to go super fast on a 28-inch radial.
Us fixing it at the track.
I mean, anything you like about Bloodbath Racing, it's on this video right here. I just wanted to plug our wing giveaway. I forgot to mention that in the intro. You buy a shirt or a hat, merchandise, you get entered into a drawing at the end of June for a wing giveaway. We're also going to come up with a second prize option for the people that don't have a race car or need a wing, for instance. So we'll have more info on that in the next video probably, or maybe in a couple videos we'll have something figured out for you guys. But just know that there's going to be something awesome coming for a secondary prize choice for people that don't need a wing. Just wanted to plug that. Tell you guys I love you guys. Thanks for your support. Watch this thing all the way to the end. I'm telling you, it's worth every minute. This is like YouTube gold right here as far as I'm concerned. So this is everything that Bloodbath Racing is built on.
What are you doing?
We're just swapping out one blown up turbo for another turbo that hopefully we don't blow up today. My bank account said this is a bad idea, but we got us another loaner turbo. We're gonna try it out, some private testing today. It's a little baby, as you can see. This is the midget turbo here. We had to go to a real small turbo. I think that's like an 80 millimeter or something like that.
Probably said it was 76.
I think he lied though.
He might probably
said it was 76.
Looks like, yeah.
I think it's at least an 80. So we're gonna give it a try today, and hopefully we get some good results, because Lord knows we deserve it. We've only made one good pass really with the big turbo on. One decent pass anyways. So we gotta gain a whole bunch. I just figured out while we've been breaking our turbos. I thought it was my backyard sloppy rebuild. May have been part of it, but we've had problems with 3 different journal bearing turbos. Just noticed, this is a fitting that came on the 118, our loaner. This is the fitting we've been running. You see it's got a little tiny oil restrictor in there. That's a no-no for a journal bearing turbo. On a ball bearing, it's fine. They don't need a lot of oil, but a journal bearing has to have some oil. That little restrictor right there has probably cost me 3 turbos. Just sloppiness. Didn't realize it was in there. Just now caught it. Sometimes a 50-cent bolt will cost you $6,000 in turbos, I guess. What do you mean? They had to do a little charge pipe modification because our loaner turbo doesn't have a V-band on it. It's for a slip coupler. So we're going to cut it, leave the weld there so we have a little something to grip the coupler. Hopefully it don't blow off at 50 PSI.
Make sure there's no metal shavings anywhere.
Yeah, preferably. I'd rather not send them through the engine.
Makes sense.
If I can help it. We've honestly been very lucky that we haven't already sent a bunch of metal through the engine since we've broken 3 turbos, essentially. Could have been disastrous multiple times over.
I noticed we changed the oil a lot. Transmission fluid.
Get some rags, Chase.
It's up in the cabinet. Right there. The last 2. Oh. I didn't know there was some out. I usually have them put away in the cabinet. I'm sorry.
Oh, dang, that joke is sharp.
I'm waiting for you to do that.
Blood donation.
It runs off bloodbath. It runs off natural blood.
Yeah.
Added boost.
Probably. I think that has something to do with performance, to be honest. Seems like the harder you work on, the harder it runs. That's like not even a joke.
We have gotten faster.
But then again, if that was the case, my lord, this thing should be fast.
Yeah, we should probably pull the coupler off from the turbo and try to get it all new one. Just get
Even nuts.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got one kid, that's enough.
Yeah.
Smooth out the edge of that thing, it'd slip in there a lot easier. Screwdriver in there. Keep running it back and forth around the edge and it'll keep feeding it up in there. Oh. If we ever get it in there, it's going to stay. Good. I'm going to take the screwdriver out of it.
good. Yeah,
Right, we ain't good yet.
So, we got enough plant.
Wide enough on it further than that.
Almost touching the turbo though.
Hang on, we're in business.
Don't forget to get the hoses down there.
Split in the eyeball. Yeah, we gotta turn it up because I think it'll hit the bumper cover up there. That's a permanent fix right there for sure.
That's what we did to my car.
Yeah, that's good to go then.
Get the hose.
No more problem.
You see him down there, Chase?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to go up and over if we can, too.
What you talking about?
That hose, I don't think it's gonna burn in it.
Yeah, problem. Well, maybe not with that turbo blanket on it.
I'd rather run up and over the front if it can, but that might interfere with the bumper.
It'll go like that, but it's definitely probably not gonna like a bumper.
Is it gonna burn right here?
No, this is cold.
Oh, okay.
This is the cold side.
We change.
Let me see. And that might work. If we swap these two pieces and cut the short one over there, would that not work? Maybe. That might work. Let me make sure they ain't in the way of the turbo at all.
As long as they don't hit the bumper, that's good. It's clear, ready.
Yeah. All this tight. You put a drain on it.
Drain.
Do y'all need this other clamp or no?
This clamp.
No, that's for the old turbo.
When did I put that second one on? I didn't even see you put that other one on.
Did it a minute ago. Alright, those are all tight. That's done. Where's the turbo blanket?
Right here.
This thing feels like it has some density to it.
A turbo blanket?
Yeah.
May or may not have some oil contamination. Weighs like 40 pounds, turbo blanket.
For real. Seen some oil in her days.
Alright, let's pick everything up, guys.
Know that was gonna come up when it grabbed it. When it drug it back down, I was like, come on back there, girl. I was like, well, that was unfortunate. I was like, come on back now, Benson. Something that's different in my car.
Yeah.
You just get to if you get the pedal too full on my car, it's like whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, that little tiny turbo and loose converter on yours is like
Got it.
on the two-step.
Pretty sure you can put it on the two-step before you get. record is.
I'm just curious what I'm shooting for.
I don't know. No comment.
Just curious.
No comment. You know what the record for the largest gap in a grudge race is?
You'll find out here shortly.
Oh. I don't know. I'm batting pretty good this year.
Hey, I know he's been pressuring you to finish the black sheep motor. He ain't gonna be worried about that anymore. He's like, take your time, man. We ain't in no rush. Take your time. I bet it's gonna be more stipulations for our next race. He's gonna be talking about you gotta have a 76 millimeter, you gotta weigh a certain amount, and all kinds of stuff.
I'm ready. I'm like 0-3 this year. I'm just breaking shit. So
listen, we are tied in that department at the least. I might have you beat. I've got 3 turbos.
I
in
hope
like
it
3
runs
weeks.
out the back. I was standing at the damn. I was standing like 200 feet out, and you about broke my neck trying to turn and keep up with
Had
it.
a boost safety at 2.1 and just dumped all the boost.
Well, I heard it lean over, and I was like, oh.
I did too. I was like, why did it lay over? I thought the boot might have blown off the turbo
Yeah,
or something,
that's
but
what I
I
was
just got
saying.
out of it. But I heard the motor was fine. It was running fine, had good oil pressure. I was like, I don't know what happened.
What
Got
was hauling
back
ass up front?
48 PSI, hit boost safety, dumped all the CO2 at 2.1. We hitting it harder from home another
I
pound
need a
and half.
party like y'all. I hit anything over 30, I just start breaking shit instantly.
30.
Yeah.
That launch boost or like is that what you target at the 60 foot?
It's not at one. It's not at 1.1.
Kevin, what is he talking about? 30 pounds. He said something about 30 pounds. What is that?
That's my cap. That's my safety.
What is that? I thought that was like.
It's a personal.
Pretty sure we go pick the motor up and then put 30 on it right at first pass.
I don't think I've ever made a pass under 30 pounds, actually. I'm pretty sure.
It's actually a
I
financial
think the first
decision
pass I was
to
on
keep it under
32 PSI.
It's a financial thing.
Must be an LS thing.
I don't know.
It must be an LS thing.
I might try a small.
It sounds gay. So
You're gonna have to let me drive it one time
Must be
to experience it.
I don't know
And
if
then-
you're ready for that. You might. What's that Frank Hawley driving experience? Where, like the driving school? I don't know who does it, but like.
Will you put one on?
Hey man, I've been there, dude. You ready? You ready? About to change your life, Jason. You want to get in this thing?
I have no idea.
How's it doing coming along?
Yeah. Alright guys, we just took and loaded like the most aggressive tune-up we've ever had in this thing. It stuck it. Chassis working incredible. Don't know what happened. Either the torque converter or the transmission gave up complete hope. It made the shift at 1.5 seconds, and RPMs didn't even have nothing, not even a mark in them. And it just kept climbing and hit the high side chip at 9,300 RPMs with 50 pounds of boost on it. Brought it back. It had a skip. I thought maybe it might have thrown a rocker arm off because it hit the high side chip at 9,300 RPMs. Valve train looks fine. I don't see anything wrong, so I must have got the valve springs right if they can survive 9,350 pounds of boost against a two-step. Pulled all the plugs. They all look great. The tune-up looks great. Number one plug. That's number one, right? Yeah. Number one plug was wet with fuel. So I think it may have just put the spark out, possibly. Might have fouled that plug. The rest of them look fine. So we're going to do a compression test to make sure it didn't hydraulic that cylinder and bend the rod, because I mean it was on 50 pounds of boost and 9,200 RPM. A lot of fuel going in there. There was a ton of fuel in there when he just cranked it over. It sprayed me like the whole side of the trailer with alcohol. So we're going to run a compression test on that cylinder, see if it's down, which would indicate a bent rod potentially. No bent rod. It's just a weak bitch. It's only got 110 pounds of cranking compression, but no bent rod. So maybe just a foul plug. So we'll put the valve covers back on and put some new plugs in it and see if it'll run, basically. Can't make any more passes. We done because the transmission or converter, one of them can't stand that kind of pressure. And the converter we got is not designed for 2,800 horsepower probably, or whatever this thing's making. I don't know.